So, this is just a small vent, but I feel like with technology right now, everybody's trying to post. We're on the verge, if you live in the United States, of not having TikTok. There are states that's trying to make it illegal for people under a certain age to have social media, which I don't really disagree with without a parent consent, because why are your children on social media X amount of hours per day not actually being children? Question mark, question mark, question mark. But at the same time, I'm irritated by everybody trying to create this app and that app and this app, but do you have this app and do you have that app? If one app does X, Y, and Z things, why would I want to download another app that does the same shit that the other app does? It's just called something different. And I just feel like, depending on what you're trying to do on social media, maybe you just create content. Maybe you educate people on crafts. Maybe you do web design. Maybe, I don't know, you do like reveals for companies. I don't know what you do. But no matter what you do, I feel like everybody has their hands in your goals. Everybody wants a piece of what is going to take you to complete your goal. It's like these people who create apps are seeing how many people are utilizing social media for content, for podcasting, for their YouTube channel, and just like, okay, I want to make sure that they have to use us so we could get paid so they can do what they need to do. And my thing is, like, if there's already YouTube, if there's already Twitter, if there's already TikTok, if there's already Instagram, if there's already a podcast app that allows you to record, add music, and edit, and have people record on it. If there's already a podcast platform that's allowing you to create video with the audio you already did, how many more of the motherfuckers do we actually need that do the same shit? Like, I understand people are trying to create and trying to become the next X, Y, and Z. But if you're going to be the next something, be the next motherfucking something. Be better than what we already have. Add something to it. If you are Betty Crocker and then tomorrow we have Catherine Cakes, I need Catherine Cakes to do some shit Betty Crocker ain't did. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel like, it's so sad that I have the references, but the ones that know. And if you don't know, you need to go watch the goddamn movie. I feel like homeboy in the crowd before Malcolm X got killed. Get your hand out my pocket. I feel like everybody hands is in people's pockets when it comes to this social media shit, and they really not doing shit exciting. They're really not providing amazing shit. Like, hands down, there's no search engine like a TikTok search engine for social media, and you can make videos and you can add in whatever you want to add in, and you can really get the numbers that TikTok is doing. There's no app doing that shit. And low key, I feel like the government and all these other apps are pissed off that they can't figure out how the fuck are they so good. Do your work, you know what I'm saying? Continue trying to do your work and catch up. But I don't want another app that does what TikTok does. You understand me? Like, I don't want If I already have MySpace, I don't want an app that does what MySpace does just to be called Triangle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, what are y'all bringing to the table that's new? What ingredients are you adding to the batter that's going to make it delicious? Okay? If I go to such and such cakes 2 and I go to Cakes 13, I need Cakes 13 to be doing some innovative shit that Cakes 2 ain't doing. Like, you have to separate yourself from the batch. Like, I don't want another version of Skittles. I don't want another version of Snickers. If Snickers is already here and Snickers has what it needs already, why would a brand go behind that with a different name and makes the same exact shit? I feel like that's what's happening with content and social media. And the way that they come in is, oh, we're going to give you a free trial for 7 days. Try it out. It gets overwhelming to have all of these goddamn apps that require a motherfucking password, and you make it, and it's just like, what, realistically, how often would I utilize this shit? And a lot of y'all right now, if you look at your phone, you got hella apps on that shit that you didn't even remember downloading and you don't even use. You probably use it twice in a month. And if you're using an app twice in a month, you don't need it. I'm here to tell you, you don't need it. And everybody out here who just has apps just sitting on the bare face screen of your phone, not grouped together to be categorized in neatly. And people, look, I hate when people do this shit to me so much. If a motherfucker is out and just like, here, take my phone, take a picture of me, and you give me your motherfucking phone unlocked, and all I see is square, and you did not pull up your camera, I'm not taking a picture or a video of shit, because why the fuck is your phone so disorganized and full of fucking chaos right now? When you go on my phone, I have my apps organized in squares of at least 5 to 6 apps per square. So I don't have to scroll through screen just to find a motherfucking camera. Screen just to find Safari. Screen just to find my bank app. Like, y'all are tripping. You don't need all of this shit. Just because somebody makes an app tomorrow does not mean you need to download it. If it's not going to cancel out something you already have, you don't need that shit. If it's not going to make you 10 times better, you don't need that shit. If you're not going to be making 4 videos per week, you don't need to download certain shit. If you're not going to be consistent, do not start a podcast and say, every Tuesday I'm going to be here recording. I'm going to be live every Friday recording. Stop. And I hate everybody who is sitting on the motherfucking internet complaining about what they're not getting and the numbers don't make no sense and ain't no money in X, Y, and Z. You'll get out what you put in. Just like when you fuck. You get out what you put in. If you ain't putting no work, that is why they're not calling you back. If they ghosted your ass, you probably deserve to be ghosted. If you're not consistent and you're just like, oh, I'm going to post whenever I'm going to post, or I'm going to drop a show whenever I'm going to drop a show, of course your numbers don't make no sense. If your quality is not getting better, of course the numbers don't make no sense. The numbers actually probably make perfect sense because they're matching the energy you're putting in the work. A lot of people have great ideas, but a lot of people suck at executing those ideas and staying consistent. A lot of people are watching other people's results of their efforts and being like, oh, that ain't even that great. Or, I feel like this, we better than this. Or, but they not this though. So how they getting this though? I'm about to reach out. Slow your roll. Because I feel like there's always going to be something the person in front of you is doing that you're not willing to do that a company wants. And I feel like there's always something with the person behind you that's going to be willing to do that you would never do. You're just like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. Somebody else is willing to do it. Just like in dating, just like in the workplace. You won't take this job position for $15 an hour, but I guarantee you the next person coming in is going to think, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yes, please hire me. I'll start today. You got to be in control of where you're at. You got to be okay with saying no to what's not aligned with the opportunity you feel you need at that moment. Where somebody else is in life, where $15 per hour for their time every fucking day makes sense to them, let them be there. If you need $25 an hour to be giving your time away to a company, you need $25 motherfucking dollars an hour. And if you're going to say no until the price is right, then you stick and you say no until the price is right. Stop comparing what your needs are to the next person. Stop comparing the opportunities somebody else is getting to you. If you want more opportunities, you have to dig deep and figure out, okay, what am I going to do X, Y, and Z to create the option for more opportunities? Stop bitching and crying about what you don't have compared to what somebody else is doing. Or if you feel like you're more talented than the next person, why are they getting X, Y, and Z opportunity? They're getting X, Y, and Z opportunity because they're aligning themselves to wherever the fuck these opportunities are. And they're allowing themselves to be seen, and they're being consistent, and they're growing. What they were doing last year is not what they're doing this year. It's better this year. Whatever it is, at whatever level it is, you have to figure out what your shit is and why you're great at that shit and why nobody else can do that shit like you. And that is the key. As for all of these motherfucking companies trying to get in my pocket, I don't need it. If you're not coming better than what's already here, I don't need it. I don't need another app that's just like Twitter. I don't need another app that's just like Twitter. I need an app that's 3+ levels higher than what a Twitter is. I don't need to buy a blue check mark for you to feel me. You gonna feel me in what I say without the motherfucking blue check mark. There's a lot of lame people with a blue check mark that ain't got shit to say, but they just feel like, oh, I want a blue check mark. I'm going to pay X, Y, and Z money for a blue check mark, but you can't even pay your cards off. You struggling to pay your car insurance, but you need a blue check mark. Why the fuck do you need a blue check mark? If you are who you are and you're great at what you're great at, why do you need to buy a blue check mark? If that blue check mark is not putting 100+ K extra on top of what you were already doing in your pockets, you shouldn't be buying a blue check mark. It just screams lame to me. And that is my personal opinion. If I have a blue check mark on any platform, it's because it was given to me by something I'm already doing. I am not coming out my pocket for a blue check mark. Just be great at what you're great at. Find what you're great at that somebody else ain't great at. And if somebody else is claiming that they're great at what you think you're great at, figure out a way to be better than you were yesterday. But stop watching other people's pockets. I hate that. That's the most lamest shit. It makes my body itch for people to be counting the next person's opportunity or their pockets or clapping with jealousy and envy in their heart. Hey y'all, I know if y'all been on my Instagram or listen to Cozy Womb podcast, y'all already know I am a Table Topics ambassador. So if you go to tabletopics.com, there's various cards where it basically just opens discussions and conversations with people at dinner, your family, or if you're a couple, or if you just want to ask yourself some insightful shit that, makes you open up, makes you think on the next level. Grab you some Table Topics cards at tabletopics.com. And if you use my Table Topics code, you can get 15% off your purchase, okay? They have cards on there for kids, cards on there for couples, cards on there for friends, whatever it is that you need. Check out tabletopics.com. Use Shambi Podden in all caps and enjoy your discount. Now back to this vent because I know I went in. I know. I don't like to say. If you got jealousy and envy in your heart, I will respect you more if you did motherfucking clap. If you got jealousy and envy in your heart, I will respect you more if you didn't show up to the event of congratulations. But I'm going to look at you motherfucking funny if you standing around with a shitty ass face while everybody's celebrating somebody else's opportunity and you claim you happy for them. That's sick energy. Bottle all that energy up and be better. It's people that take, oh, I'm not doing this show for 2 months. Oh, I'm not doing this show for 3 months. I'm talking about podcasting now. Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm just drop when I drop. Then people just gonna listen whenever they listen. And if that's what you okay with, then that's what you okay with. But stop doing some shit that you don't really want to do. Stop saying you want to be places where you don't really want to be. Stop hanging around people you don't really want to hang around. Stop getting online talking about, oh, I'm a delete my Facebook, or I'm gonna take a break from IG because it's just affecting except IG and Facebook is not affecting your everyday. You are affecting your everyday. You are avoiding something in your real life. Whether you need to talk about it, whether you need to do something about it, whether you need to show up differently. And Facebook and Instagram and TikTok is a great distraction for you to not do what the fuck you're supposed to do. Stop blaming these apps for why you can't. You are looking for a reason to blame something on why you can't when it's really you. You got to click on the app. You got to log in. You got to scroll. You know what time you got to get up tomorrow. You know where you got to be at 9 o'clock. You know what you need to pay for tomorrow. You know damn well you don't need to be scrolling on X, Y, and Z site. You know X, Y, and Z got to be paid. You know you should have been text that person about what you're not about to have when you're supposed to have it. Like, people, show up for yourself before you start telling people lies about how you gonna be there. Do it for yourself before you sitting waiting for somebody to tell you, okay, I'm ready. Stop sitting around waiting for somebody to tell you what time it is. If you feel like you at a point in your life where you want to be comfortable, you want to have some stability, you don't want to be waiting on somebody else to be ready so you could do what you need to do, then you do what you need to do. But you sitting around waiting for somebody to tell you that they're ready so you can make a move, you look like a fool. It does not feel good to be grown waiting for somebody to tell you what time it is. It does not feel good. And anybody that cares about you, it does not feel good for them to watch you sit around waiting for somebody to tell you what time it is. If somebody says they care about you and they know that you got 2 kids, or you got 1 child, or you got 3 kids, and you haven't seen them in X amount of months because you out here bullshitting, or you going on vacation, or you worry about the Nikes that's going to come out on Friday, but you don't know what's going on with your child this week. You're not concerned about them being on spring break, and this is a perfect time for you to spend some time. You ain't even check in. You ain't check up. You're lame. And the person that's claiming that they care about you or want you to be good, they're lying. It's complete bliss to live being naive and ignorant to what is really going on. I enjoyed my early 20s being stupid and actually believing in people. I enjoyed having faith in people in my early 20s. Now, my glow is because I need less people to be happy. I've learned less is more. Less is way more now. Okay? Just like these motherfucking apps. Everybody don't need a piece of how you get to your goal. You're going to have to learn how to get to your goal a lot of times by yourself. And it's going to save you a lot of headache. You're going to have to learn how to get to your place of peace by yourself so you can save yourself some headache. Having faith in people that just want to play with your time is not it. Okay? It's not it. And you don't have to be around people all the goddamn time in order to love them. And you don't have to be in a relationship with somebody in order to love them. You got to learn to look at somebody and be like, hey, being with you in this way is not good for me. But if I don't have to be here and I don't have to be in the relationship like this, I can still love you from a distance, but I need to deal with you in increments because that's what works for me. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that somebody's going to accept that shit, but I'm just going to tell you, if you can honestly voice what works for you, then voice what works for you. But there's nobody on this planet that I'm going to sit and tell them a lie to their face about how I'm going to show up and how I want to be there if I don't want to be there. I'm not interested in giving people temporary comfort in a lie. And I'm not interested in telling companies how, oh, this is a great app. I'm going to use it. I'm going to download it right now. And it's going to be great. Thank you for this opportunity. And another thing, I need all these motherfucking companies out here that see you doing your shit for you to stop reaching out and asking for people's time and not coming to the realization that, hey, this person might actually have a job and do shit for a living, and having one set time on X, Y, and Z day on when you can have a meeting makes no motherfucking sense. And then if they do pick a time and a day and y'all both agree, they show up on time and you are MIA. Disrespectful, unprofessional. Please do not email me. Like, I don't have time to waste. And if I give people my time in real life, I must think highly of them. That's what happens as you get older. So if you're still in your level of bullshitting, please don't come around me with that shit. Don't email me. Don't tell me how you have X, Y, and Z book, or you've done shows with X, Y, and Z. I feel like I would be great to come on your show, and you spell my name wrong. I'm going to tell you right now, and I've said this already, but I'm going to tell you right now, just so if you just so happen to listen to this shit right here. I do not like anyone to invite themselves to my show. If I seek you out and I say, hey, would you like to come on the shows? Da-da, da-da, da-da. That's completely different. I'll do that. But don't invite yourself to my shit. Don't email me and spell my name wrong, because I probably email you back something nasty. It's so disrespectful. But again, keep your hand out my pocket. Keep your hands out my goals. If I need your business, or I need to utilize your app or your website in order to complete what I need to do, I'm going to do that. For instance, I am a Canva girl. I love Canva. I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's where, think Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator meets social media. So many things you could do on there. So quick, so easy. I love their app on the phone. I love going to their website on my computer. It's just very efficient and I love it. Right? And it's always updating and I love that. But I'm not looking for an app that's doing another app that's doing exactly what Canva is doing, because I'm good already. I'm not going to be dishing out monthly money to all of these motherfucking apps that's not doing anything different for me. Okay? So a lot of us are just extending ourselves in a way to fill other people's pockets who are really not doing anything tremendous for what you're trying to do. You're just wasting your time. Stop spreading yourself so thin. Focus in. If your focus is more audio, you shouldn't be paying no app platform for video, because they do great video. Why are you paying an app platform for video and you don't do video? So you're wasting money. You're wasting time. You're just creating more logins. If you're not going to post on your Instagram, why are you sitting on Instagram? If you want to remain so hidden on social media, but you have a lot to say under people's posts that you would not say in their face, why the fuck are you on the app? Like, come on. And another thing, Instagram, if I can't even post a picture that shows a slight boob crease, but all of these girls can have their naked asses on Instagram under my comments or adding me or in my stories, and they can stay up for weeks. How? Twitter, same thing. How? Like, I swear, these platforms be picking and choosing and always trying to find a way to put their hands in your pocket. Keep your hands out my pockets. I have goals that are personal, but at the same time, everybody can't get a cut because I have goals that are personal. Everybody can't get a cut because I'm running a business. Yes, I like stickers. I like having graphics. I like having marketing on hand, but I don't need marketing on top of the marketing I bought on Monday, and you send me a email on Friday for more marketing. How much marketing you think I need? How many pairs of pants do you think I need? How many offers do you think I need? And when it comes to salespeople, I'm the type of person that if I tell you no the first time, don't ask me again because I'm going to cuss you out. I don't like that pushy, salesy, let me say it a different way. Let me make you feel guilty for not doing it. Let me pressure you. I will cuss you the fuck out. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You walking through stores trying to get your grocery shopping done, and you see people just standing there waiting. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? Oh my gosh, I just love your outfit. Let me ask you a question. Shut your ass up and go ask somebody else. They ain't got shit to do in this store. I have a list. I got things to do today. And I'm going to come around this corner and I'm going to walk past you. And I need you to shut up and leave me alone. Hey, how much are you paying for your internet? None of your goddamn business. Ugh. I am only 35, y'all. Imagine how much I'm going to hate people when I'm 50. Oh my God. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. But if you on top of your shit, continue to be on top of your shit. If you have goals that don't match the next person's, great. I love it. Good. Your goals are not always supposed to match the next person's goals. But stop looking at the next person's results based upon the opportunities they've gotten, based upon the work that they put in that you're not even putting in the work. You're talking and complaining about, I did X, Y, and Z. Well, do it again. Well, I just don't understand why it's not for you to understand. That's it. Sick of that shit. Thank you for listening to She Gets a Pod. My name is Sheehan. You can find me at Sheehan B Poddin on most social media platforms. And that's it. Just a little 30-minute bit. Bye.